Welcome to the Conservative American. I am your host, Chris Garcia, and God bless Donald Trump for being our president-elect. The one thing you always learn as you listen to me on this show, I will tell the truth as I see it, and I will never back down from my words, and I will always stand by my words. I love the United States of America. It has been good to me and my family, and I will always say what I think is in best interest. Today, I'm so blessed to have the host, the legendary host of Face the Tribune, Rolando LaRosse, today to sit in and talk to us for the next half an hour. Rolando, how do you feel today?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel inspired. I feel like we are going somewhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is important to be able to give the new president the opportunity to work with.
Absolutely.
And just pray for the best.
You know what I'm noticing a lot? I've noticed this the last week or so. I'm seeing a lot of American flags again. It's wonderful.
Really?
People are flying them on their cars, and people are flying them in front of their homes. And
Really?
yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of American flags again. It's a good thing, you know. We have this apologist, president on his way out, 70 days. Can't go quick enough, Barack Obama.
Maybe over here somewhere?
But people are proud again, and Donald Trump hasn't even taken
Or
office yet.
maybe in the printing part.
People are flying the flags again, and I'm seeing people honking horns, and they pull it up to somebody else that's got a flag on their car, and you know, people are feeling good again. They're feeling good about the future of our country, and you know, it's amazing what one person can do, the hope that he can bring back to a whole country.
No.
It's just amazing, you know. We went through 8 years of
Just look in these drawers.
went through 8 years of having an apologist president. You almost felt guilty for being an American, and now you have this man in office, or not even in office yet. And people, you know, their patriotism is going up. They're feeling good about the direction of the country, and that's before he's even worked a day in office. So, you know, if that's any indicator of the direction that we're going to go, we're in good hands. And, you know, I hope that one of the first things he does in the first 100 days is secure our border. A thought came to me last night, and I was just wondering, Rolando, what is it going to take for people to realize how important is it going to take for one of these jihadists to come up through Mexico and set off a dirty bomb and kill 2,000 or 3,000 Americans? And then guess what everybody would be screaming? A wall, right?
That is my point. That is my point. Do you look in that table? In the round table? That's my point. It's just I don't believe. I think it's on top of my desk on some newspaper. But I'm sorry, Chris. I need to find this so I can take a picture of you doing the radio show.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I wanted for. But anyway, I believe that we need to protect the country.
Yes.
And that's what I'm concerned about. People, if we don't know who's coming, what's that? If people don't know who is coming in here, we are in trouble.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yes.
You know, it's not the matter of controlling. It's not a matter of anything else. It's just a matter of that we need somebody to be able to know who's here.
Absolutely.
And protect yourself, protect your children, protect your whole family, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And like you said, somebody can come in here, put a bomb, and kill 3 or 4,000 people. And normally, the people those people are going to kill are innocent people, people that have nothing to do with politics or the government or decision making. Probably the most innocent people are the ones that are going to get hurt. And to me, it should be a new law. If you commit that kind of crime, if you commit terrorist crime, you should not even bother to have a trial. Just kill you. That's it.
It's just amazing to me. I mean, it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take but I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. People there's such pacifists, and I believe it's going to take something horrible to happen in this country. You think 9/11 would have been enough, but we've gone right back to this open border policy. And it's not just the left-wing Democrats. It's been Republicans too that have been in Congress, been in the House for years. George Bush, they had the same open border policy, and you think 9/11 would have taught us all a lesson, but it hasn't, and we've gone right back to the same open door policy of let anybody in, refugees coming from Syria and coming from all over the country. It's a shame. It really is. It's a shame. What's going on. I'm just very careful. Donald Trump, I think, is. I don't want to call him a prophet, but he's been right. He's been right on so many things, and I think that he's trying to close the border. We have 310 million people in this country. We have nuclear facilities in this country. We have nuclear material in this country. And today, you can get on the internet and find out how to make it. You can. There's so many ways to deliver a dirty bomb today. It doesn't take much to create one, and yet we don't know who's coming in over our borders. It's crazy. We have no idea. And I think it's going to take something horrible. And everybody will be screaming, build a wall, build a wall. Well, that's what he's been saying. That's what he's been saying for the last year, 15 months. We need a wall built.
I tell you one thing, listening to you talking, man, I don't envy the job of the police officers or the army intelligence. Those people are competing with the same in the same mentality of the enemies, and they have to get one step ahead. It's not easy for a police officer or a military intelligence like CIA or to be on top of the enemy.
Yes.
It's difficult nowadays.
Yes, it is. And it's the environment that we've created. It was to the point that we're fighting George W. over waterboarding. Well, how are you supposed to get information? You think they're just going to come in and sit down and tell you where the next terrorist attack is going to be planned? We've become such a politically correct, soft, liberal country. It's ridiculous. What are you supposed to do? These people are coming in. They are hardcore, trained killers. You've got to do something to get information to save American lives. And we don't want to. They should get their day in court, and they should. The 3,000 people that lost their lives on 9/11, did they give them that chance? Did they give them a day? Did they care about their feelings and their families and their loved ones that was lost behind? So why should we care about their feelings and them having a day in court? They're not U.S. citizens. They're not privy to the same laws that we have to go by. They don't get a day in court. They killed 3,000 people. They should all be strung up in front of the World Trade Center.
I think we need to stop being politically correct.
Absolutely.
The people, some of the people that were in the 9/11 attack, they stay here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
They had flying lessons in Florida.
Yes.
In Miami, 3 of them, I think it was, or 4 of them, they got flying lessons in Miami. Why would you want to come from another country to come here to learn how to fly? Why?
Yeah.
And they allow they allow them to do that. I don't think the government it is right all the time.
Well, when you're so energy needy, on Saudi Arabian oil, it's tough to then turn around and throw the Bin Laden family, who runs a lot of the oil out of Saudi Arabia, and they had Bin Laden family members here on 9/11 going to Ivy League schools, and we chartered them planes out of the country on 9/11 to make sure that they were safe. What's really going on with our American government and the deals that we make with other countries, I think is absolutely ridiculous. I think we care more about being politically correct and about terrorists' rights than we do about our own citizens. I think Donald Trump is I think it's ridiculous. And I think people with common sense, that's why they came out and voted for him. I mean, all the people that voted for Donald Trump were dumb and angry. No, they're not dumb and angry. They're smart and they're well-read and they think with common sense. And, Rolando is one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters, and there's no way he's dumb. He's not dumb. He's not angry. He's not racist. He just thinks with an open mind, common sense, and he supported Donald Trump before anybody did, and he was absolutely spot on. And he tried to tell the American people on Face the Tribune that, he believes in the American people. He had faith in the American people. And he's a good man, and he told me the other day that he actually went and said a prayer for Donald Trump and for this country. And was it the day before the election?
The day of the election.
The day of the election.
The day of the election. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that whoever was going to be elected was going to be the best for the country, and I guess the good Lord spoke.
That's right.
That's
right.
I'm not a radical Catholic or religious person, but I do believe in God, and I never met him, but I've seen him a few times in my life. He's been by my side many, many times. But what I'm trying to say is, people that I know that are not a religious person. So how do you know? You never seen God. Well, that's the way we was raised.
That's right.
We don't have to see it. We never seen any of the other saints, but we still have that kind of respect and that kind of everything, And I believe that we need to make sure that by doing the right thing, we are going to be reciprocate, right?
Reciprocate, yeah.
Reciprocate, and the same way.
That's right.
We do good, somebody going to do good for us.
Absolutely.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and it's just this country was founded by people that wanted to leave England, leave monarchy kind of life, and where they were, you were in classes and you were never able to become more than the class that you were born into. You didn't have religious freedoms. This country was founded on, belief in God and freedom of religion. And to me, we've gotten so far away from that in this country. These children have no fear of God. They don't respect their parents. They don't respect authority figures. And
they don't.
They don't. And then we're letting them out of school, to protest the president-elect. There's no way about that.
And what I was looking at, correct me if I'm wrong, half of those kids, they probably don't even know why they were there. They didn't even have a letter, a sign, carrying a sign. It's too much trouble carrying a sign. They was just walking just to get out of the school. There was no interest whatsoever in those people.
I think Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson's wallet is a little better today, because they had to pay so many of these kids to go out and march in school, because that's what they do. They pay these kids to, and Black Lives Matter and these other groups to go out and march and tear up businesses that are, those are tax-paying American citizens that are paying for them to go to the public schools that they go to, and they're destroying businesses. They're not marching. They can't even vote yet. They're 15 to 16 and 17 years old, And like Rolando said, they don't even have signs. They probably can't even spell half of them.
Even if it was 20, I'm telling you, they do have to learn how to organize themselves a little bit better, you know. But I like to be able to prove myself right by make sure that what I said it is what I'm gonna do, you know. And I believe that we need to have enough courage to speak up and to make sure that we are doing what we told people we was going to do. It's easy to talk. It's easy to keep talking all year round. But I mean, if I have to, hopefully I don't have to, but if I have to change my opinion on Donald Trump, I don't have to be embarrassed about it. If he made a mistake, if he don't follow his campaign promises or whatever, and that's what we are here for. Absolutely. You know, I did supported Oscar Goodman, but when I thought he was doing something wrong, I put him in the paper, and he called me, he corrected me, and that's the way it should be. It gotta be communication between the establishment and the people. And who can do that communication? The media. And that's as simple as that, you know. I like my job. I wish I can make more money, but you know, I like my job, and I don't think it's gonna change that easy, you know. So,
what do you think he's going to do, Donald Trump? As far as it seems like he's giving the press a hard time, especially is he going to allow them on the planes? Is he going to allow them, access? Like, they're complaining already.
Oh man, they are.
Yeah, they're already mad. They're already mad.
Already pissed. Well, too bad, because they treat him like trash.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also understandable that press corps than it is with the president is important, because like somebody was mentioning yesterday, when 9/11 happened, the media that was with the president, they knew where he was. They was able to talk to him right away. Yeah. They were able to find out what he was going to do and stuff like that. You know, it makes it easy for them. Yeah. But I will bring people that are going to be fair to him.
Yeah.
You know, I think he may have a choice. I don't care if you want to send Peter, but if I don't want Peter is not going to jump in my plane. That's for sure. Yeah. You know, and I think that's the way he is, and he will be after January 20. To me, it's not important.
I think they're such hypocrites, because I remember when Barack Obama won, he gave Fox News hell. I mean, he was investigating right-wing organizations. He had the IRS investigating supposedly, Republican right-wing organizations. I mean, they're just forgetful. They try and act like, when he became president, they were so friendly to organizations that didn't think like him, but they weren't. He gave MSNBC and CNN, all of the interviews and all the things. O'Reilly tried to get him on forever, and he wouldn't talk to him. And now that the situation was reversed, they want Trump to be so open and so nice and so fair to everybody. But, that's not the way they treated Republican presidents in the past. And, I don't think he should be as fair. I think he should make them work.
Pay for it.
Pay for it, absolutely.
So fair.
I think he should. I really do. And they are just. Do you watch the news sometimes? I know you do a lot. They are devastated. They don't know. They don't know what direction to go in. They don't know who their leaders are anymore. They are in total disarray. How sure were they Hillary Clinton was going to win? I mean, they were sure she was going to win. They cannot get over this. They don't know what happened. It's like they're living in a nightmare, and they just want to wake up and for it to all go away. They don't know. They don't know what to do. But wake up from your nightmare. Donald Trump is president. You liberals, the Democratic Party, you're going to have to work for him and with him. And I don't believe for just 4 years. I think for 8 years. I think he's a two-term president. I think he's going to get off to such a great start. I think his first 100 days he's going to hit the ground running. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. I think Paul Ryan and everybody else is going to get behind him because they're political. Could you imagine? I think Paul Ryan could lose his job, lose his state, lose his credibility if he doesn't get behind Donald Trump. So I think everybody better line up and they better try and make this president successful because I think he has the people with him. And if you have the people with you, you don't need the political pundits and the political hacks because that's exactly what they proved out to be. I think it was something like 55 out of 57 major prognosticators of these newspapers and these news organizations had Hillary Clinton was supposed to win the election, especially the New York Times, those liberal hacks at the New York Times, because that's what they are. And Donald Trump proved them all wrong. He won Pennsylvania, he won Wisconsin, he won Michigan, he won Ohio, he won Florida, he won states that Republicans haven't won in 20, 30 years. And he turned counties that Barack Obama won, turned them back Republican. So, I think he has a mandate. I think he has the people behind him. And we only have to wait 70 more days to get Barack Obama out of office. And it can't come fast enough. He needs to just come on home, get on Air Force One, and just fly back to Washington. Just sit in the Oval Office and be quiet. We don't need him apologizing for anything for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's going to do what he wants to. He won. He won an election that nobody thought he was going to win, especially overseas, except maybe Vladimir Putin. He was the only one that I think believed in Donald Trump and believed it. And I think that says something. That's not something to be afraid of. Everybody's trying to make that out to be a bad thing. And, of course, Barack Obama is visiting everybody but the head of the second most powerful country on earth, Russia. You think that if that's the second most powerful military, the second most powerful country on earth, you think that you would want to have a relationship with them. And it's just amazing that, this president, this is Bill Clinton, the Secretary of State, has just destroyed any relationship that Ronald Reagan and other presidents have built up. Even Bill Clinton had a relationship with Russia, and Barack Obama and Mrs. Bill Clinton have just destroyed any relationship. And that's why, Vladimir Putin, a lot of the moves I think Russia made was not because, they had to. It was because they wanted to. Because they wanted to prove that they had no relationship and they had no respect for the reset Secretary of State. Remember, she was supposed to reset the relationship with Russia. She reset it. She set us back 30 years. And I think that, Donald Trump is going to address that. I think he has Putin's respect, and I think it's very important. The country that I don't trust is China. I trust Vladimir Putin, and I trust Russia.
Looks like it's down across the street.
Huh?
It looks like that's down.
I trust
Fireworks
I
across.
trust Vladimir. I thought maybe that was Obama had just came back off his plane and was shooting at us in here. I'm sure he's trying to shut us up. But I think that it's important that we have a relationship with Russia. China is the country that I don't trust, and I think Vladimir Putin doesn't trust China either, and I think that he trusts Trump, and that's why he wants to have a relationship with Donald Trump. I think it's very important. I think it's important that these other countries pitch into NATO. I think Donald Trump is absolutely right. I think going forward, we cannot continue to be the primary backers of NATO when NATO is used around the world more to help other countries than it is the United States. They're used in humanitarian efforts. They're used to protect borders around the world, and yet these other countries who have no military, it's basically a de facto military of the United States, and we're paying for it by ourselves. It's time for Japan and some of these other rich countries, I think, to pitch in and help the United States pay for NATO, because they sure call on them when they feel threatened. Then they want the United States and NATO to help. What do you think about that, Rolando? You think other countries should pitch in and help the United States out with paying for NATO?
Yeah, I think we need to be on top of that, to make sure that the people that are there are people that can be fair and mainly allied of us.
Yes.
I believe that that's the way it should be. But some people don't want to be wrong, and some people, they just want to be against Donald Trump no matter what. And that is what I believe is wrong. Many times I have seen that happen. The people do, is that a peace sign or? But I wanted to thank you for allowing me to be in the show with.
It's an honor. It's an honor to have you.
you.
I'm getting sick of Beck and Kelly's face. Have you seen her? She's everywhere. She's on CNN promoting.
But she wasn't attacking Trump too much last night. She wasn't attacking too much, But she said she was sick when he embraced her,
Yeah, I'm sick of seeing her face and talking about the sexual thing that was going on with Fox. Who was it? Who was she accusing years ago of?
She was accusing the CEO.
Yeah.
That's because the other lady. That's because the other lady did. That's because the other lady did accuse. What's his name? Elliot. You have a phone call.
All right.
The button in the middle. Yeah.
You're on the air.
No, the other.
You're on the air.
Yes, is this Rolando Lawrence?
No, it's not.
Okay, is this not the face of Tribune?
That's
Is that John?
That's John Estrada.
It is John Estrada.
Hi, John. You're on my show.
Whose show is this?
This is Chris Garcia.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hi, John. How are you?
Where's Rolando?
Rolando is here. He's on my show. I have a show now. It's called The Conservative American with Chris Garcia. I almost stole your title, but I knew you would sue me.
No, I wouldn't sue you, Chris.
We miss
I
you.
don't believe in lawsuits.
Oh, you're not like Barack Obama and Mrs. Bill Clinton.
No. I stay away from legal jeopardy.
John, we miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I've had to take care of a lot of personal issues in California. I'm still here in California.
Okay.
But I should be back to Las Vegas in December.
Okay.
The first week of December.
Good.
I've got some personal matters I have to deal with, and so I've been dealing with all this stuff. I wanted to call in the show a couple of days ago, but I got tied up. But here I am, and if you don't mind, I'd like to be on the show for a little bit with you guys.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
So anyway, we're all happy. Donald Trump's the president-elect.
Yeah.
Hondo.
Oh my God. I feel like a new person, a new American, John.
It is like in 1 week and some change, we've gone through a pretty exciting time in our life. I think it's pretty awesome. So I guess Rolando doesn't have to worry about in the Las Vegas Tribune, right?
That's
Rolando?
right.
I don't have to retire now. Donald
It's
Trump.
awesome. This gives you a new breath of freedom and life.
Donald Trump said you cannot retire, so I'm going to be the president, so you don't have to retire.
Very good. That is so awesome. Congratulations to both of you guys, because I think you definitely, both of you made a big difference.
Oh, thank you. You did too, John.
You did too.
We've been talking about you. We said, John's but we were worried, John. We said, was John really a Hillary Clinton spy who was just because he disappeared right after?
I've been celebrating for the last week. And I'm off my big high right now.
Okay. Yeah, my wife, the producer, Cian, she's been worried about you. She tried to call. We said, where's John?
Yeah. No, I was going to call back. I just had some stuff I had to deal with. But I'm very excited with all the new stuff that's happening. It looks like Donald Trump is going to see the course. I like that he started bringing swamp.
That's right.
I like the way that things are moving along, doing the right thing to move by talking to all the right people and even the people that want to get them. It's a good political move where you talk to everybody.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on Conservative American with Chris Garcia. We are talking to the host of Conservative Roundtable, the great John Estrada, and we also have the legendary Rolando Larraz, the host of Face the Tribune. John, it's so good to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I think that it's exciting time for America.
He's breaking
Guys, Democrats can't deal with it. You're so small apart.
You're breaking up.
Okay.
Now, move a little bit. You can, if you want to, you can do the show from long distance.
Well, I would rather do it in person. I've got some exciting things that will be coming up probably in December. I know there's a lot of, the work that we did there, we got a lot of people very interested in working with us in Las Vegas. So I think we're going to have a lot of people come to the table and work with us to expand Conservative Roundtable, Conservative America, the Las Vegas Tribune, Radio Tribune, and the whole broadcast process.
Okay.
All right, John. Well, I'm gonna wrap up my show because I just do from 1 to 1:30. So when you come back, I guess Conservative Roundtable is gonna follow me. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, of course. That would be all right. That would be great.
I said.
So anyway, well, you guys, I'll call you Rolando a little later today, okay? And we'll talk.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Chris, and God bless you guys, and I'm glad you guys are moving forward, and congratulations to Donald Trump and to make America great again.
Congratulations to the American people for having a country again.
That's right. Thank you, John, for all your hard work and being a great American patriot, John. You contributed. You and Rolando had a lot to do with why Donald Trump won this election. Thank you so much, John.
Okay, thank you, and we'll talk to you guys in a very short time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That was John Estrada. My co-host, Rolando Larraz. This is Chris Garcia. God bless America. God bless our troops. And thank you for listening. Thank you for Cian for doing a wonderful job on producing these shows.